I love recessions. Everybody bitches about them. Every person says, oh my God, it's going to get rough. I love recessions. And I'm going to explain to you why. When everything is going well and going good and everything's affordable and everybody's got money, that's actually when I'm banking. You actually don't want to buy anything then. Everybody knows they can wait for the next customer and get full price, double price, triple price. You don't even want to bother with that. Even when you go buy a car. If cars are flying off the lot, why do you want to buy a car then? They've got you. It's stupid. But then the recession hits and everybody panics. Oh my God. Yes, groceries have gone up 25%. But people that own their own homes, like I do, they don't have no rent. So I'm in a better position. And then you got to think, so why do I love a recession? Well, I uploaded a video of an AKC registered female German Shepherd, and everything gets cheaper. I went through who I bought this dog off of, and I went through his Facebook from top to bottom. And I took my time, and I noticed that as I got near the very bottom, back in 2020, he actually sold a German Shepherd for a $200 rehoming fee. And I says, well, that's interesting. Any breeder you buy from has a certain period of time to get rid of those puppies. And if they don't, and those puppies continue to get older and older and older, well, it becomes a time where they're not going to get rid of them. And then they're going to have to give them away for free. And that's the way it is. When I contacted him about, I said, do you have any female German Shepherds? He says, yes, I do. I have one. And I says, and how much do you want for her? He says, make an offer. I was like, So I didn't make him an offer right away. I started going through his Facebook to figure out what kind of offer could I make. He wants me to make an offer. Don't play the game and say, well, how much do you think? Don't play that game. Make him an offer. But I gathered information, and then I said, well, most I can afford is 200. What do you think? He came back instantly and he said, no problem. Here's my phone number. Let me know when you want to come see her. I said, I want to come see her right now. I says, I'll be calling you in 5 minutes. I already knew his location. I already plugged it into Google Maps. I knew I was into a 2-hour drive and to Alabama. And the next thing you know it, I called him. We talked, and boom, 5 minutes later, I was jumping in the truck and I was traveling to Alabama for 2 hours to pick up a female AKC registered German Shepherd. Now, he said, I'll sell her for $200 with no paperwork. I don't need paperwork. I just wanted a German Shepherd. He had the mother and father there that I could check out. I questioned how he was taking care of them a little bit, but I have no idea what that business is like. And I was quite impressed that he did have the mother and father there for me to look at and how he was doing things. Now, so far, she's been a great pup. I've uploaded some videos of her, but I paid $200 for an AKC German Shepherd. He told me on the phone that he was able to sell 2 for $800, but in this trying economy, it is very difficult to sell them to people who want them. It's very difficult to sell anything in this economy. Think about that. This is why recessions are awesome. If you're the guy that's got some money, you're going to get some wicked deals out there. If you're willing to be patient, take your time. I'm looking at a cargo trailer, probably a good 17, 18 footer is what I'm looking at. I'm thinking January I'll probably pick one up. Now normally they go for 5 or 6K depending on what you want. And I'm just going to kind of look around, take my time, see if something grabs my attention. I'll probably end up getting it for 4. Then I want to pick up within 2 or 3 months after January, I want to pick up an Argo 8x8. If you're not sure what that is, search YouTube for an Argo 8x8. I can get a brand new one for about 15K plus tax, or I can look around and get a used one. When you're during a recession, and I've been through a lot of them through the years because I'm 60 years old, I think I've been through about 8 of them. But when you're in the recession, if you buy used, oh my God, the deals are out there. You buy a used car, it's 2 years old. You buy anything that's used, and you take your time and you're not in a hurry and you do your research, you're going to get great deals if you can afford it. If you're not in that position where you're living paycheck to paycheck. And the deals are amazing. After January, you're even going to see more deals. You see, what happens during a recession is people start selling things that have value to pay their bills, pay their mortgage, pay their credit cards, or to buy food. Because they bought too much house or they maxed out their credit cards. This is what's going on. And to the guy that has a little bit of money in his pocket, well, he makes out like a bandit. When the recession comes to an end, the people that learn to bank their money and wait for the next one do very well. Now, I'm still buying things when the recession's done, tents, sleeping bags, little things like that. But when I'm looking at big major purchases like cars, trucks, cargo trailers, Argos, or ATVs, I mean, when you start looking for big purchases like that, you're going to get some really cool deals. And you're going to be shocked how cheap they are. Coming after the recession, it's going to continue probably for the next 3 to 5 years. You're going to see within 5 years, housing deals are going to come out of the woodwork. Now, how do I know this? Well, it's controlled by population. The baby boomers, I think I'm on the last year of the boomers, but the boomers are all going to start dropping dead. They've already started. And there's a lot of houses coming up. Houses are going to take a crash because there's not as many people to buy them. And they're not going to go up. So there's going to be some great, great deals on houses out there. But we got another problem. We got the AI coming in, and it's taking jobs left, right, and center. I share on my wall in YouTube about different places that are laying off. Now, they're not saying AI is taking over. You'll see them put in there that we are restructuring. And they'll close the factory down, and then they'll lay off, 1,000 people. That's because they're bringing AI in. They're saving money. And that's what companies do. They don't care about the people. Anybody that works for a company that doesn't have a union's got to be a fool. Because the days of people caring about you does not exist. It's very rare. So you're going to see people getting laid off left, right, and center as time goes on here. And again, well, those people now don't have money. So how do they keep things going? If they've only got 2 years to go to pay off that mortgage, they're going to start looking around the house and say, what do we got here to sell to pay off that mortgage? Let's dump that cargo trailer. Let's dump your car. And they'll start dumping stuff just to pay off. Those are the people on the tail end of getting things paid off. So there's going to be major deals out there for you to tap into. I love recessions. I really do. And I'm probably the only prepper on YouTube that's going to say that. You are going to see preppers selling off their stuff. Pails of food, all kinds of stuff. Guns. I mean, you name it. The deals are out there. I seen when I was driving through Arkansas. I seen when I was driving through Alabama, there was a secondhand store and a big sign that said AR-15, $3.99. Look at that. That's just amazing. And also, be aware of the states around it. You may be in an expensive state. There may be a state that's one over from you for 2 or 3 hours where you can get some deals. That pays to fill up a tank and go drive around. Take a look at the gas prices. If the gas prices are cheaper in that state, chances are everything else is cheaper. I haven't been to McDonald's in 20 years. And me and my son stopped at a McDonald's. We ordered a super Big Mac, which is double meat on them, medium fries, medium Coke, and that was it. And that was for two. Total cost, $20. I was like, boy, that was cheap. I had to ask the guy at the window. I says, that's 2 double burgers? And he says, yep. I said, okay. I paid him his $20 and went and parked. So Alabama's got some amazing deals on fast food restaurants, that's for sure. I think I need to venture out and drive a couple hours and go try some fancy restaurants and see what their prices are like. Because it ain't like that in here in Tennessee. I've even looked on the app for McDonald's here in Tennessee, and 2 people, I've seen prices of $40. And I just don't go. I gotta spend $40 for garbage. I might as well eat good. That's the first time I couldn't even eat it all. I ate like half and gave the rest to my son. I really don't like the taste of Big Macs. But I had to eat something, and that was around, so, and it was easy to get in, so I went there and ate. But I love recessions, and it's crazy that I'm saying that. You're going to see me picking up ammo at a great price. I'm probably going to end up buying at least another 4 or 5 rifles because of what I'm seeing it's going on. People are selling guns left, right, and center. That's super affordable prices. So now's the time to buy if you're buying used, not new. And if you're in a situation where you're barely making it every week, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. But I've never ever been in that situation where I lived week to week unless I was in my 20s and I was starting out in life. I only had to live like that for 1 year, one time, and that was it. I readjusted what I did with my life after that. I said, I'm never going to go through that again. Every time something happened, there was a time in my life where we didn't have any food, and I was literally just eating this chicken broth soup for a month at a time. Some chicken in it, some vegetables, chicken broth, high and not good for you. And that's what I ate, just to put something in my stomach. Nothing more. You only got to live like that a couple times, and you'll be like, okay, I'm going to change that. So that's just the truth about life. But I'm looking at a cargo trailer probably in January. Then I'm going to outfit. And then I'm going to probably 3 or 4 months, I'm going to look into a Argo 8x8. If you don't know what that is, do a search on YouTube for Argo 8x8. That's what I'm going to be looking at. And I'm going to pay cash. I'm not going to I could take out a bank loan. No. I'm going to pay cash for both. And it's going to amaze you. But there's some really great deals in a recession, and there are things you ever thought about picking up. And I've always wanted the cargo trailer. I've always wanted one where an 8x8 can drive in the back, have the bed go straight up, and have everything pack up inside of it. I have so much camping equipment, I have everything that'll go inside a cargo trailer. Now, if I decide to hightail it to California for a couple weeks, let's go take a little vacation, then basically I just throw in Elon Musk's internet, which is $300 down and then $150 a month, and I could be doing work in Walmart's parking lot, a truck stop, anywhere. Do 6 hours work, pack up, and let's go. Go enjoy a weekend. Not a problem. So, but as I looked before in the past, they were too expensive for what I wanted. But I used that time to educate myself. What's the best cargo trailer? Is it an aluminum frame? Is it a steel frame? What are other people saying about them? So this way I don't get ripped off. So I understand the difference in the prices. You can get a really cheap one, but it'll last you maybe a year and fall apart. So you really have to understand what you're buying and what you're getting into. And basically you become your own teacher on what is a good cargo trailer. And that can take a very long time. That can take months. That's not something that takes you 1 or 2 days. And it does get frustrating. But I do a lot of research when I'm going to drop over $500 for anything. But I'm telling you, I love a good recession. I really do. And if you're not living week to week, you should too. Catch you on the next one.